Welcome to another episode on our channel. This is just a unique episode in the sense that I'm trying to see how compatible this oversized figures of Superman, which is more than 1/6 scale, compares to this oversized 1/6 scale figure of Iron Man and Kotobukiya. Now, this is very strange because Kotobukiya deals with statues, and their statues tend to be smaller, slightly smaller than 1/6 scale, at least compared to Hot Toys and other figures. But this figure, when it came, I realized this is really big compared to what Kotobukiya normally produces. And I almost decided to sell him because I didn't think he could be posed next to anybody else. And then I realized Tony Stark is taller than the normal 1/6 scale figure. And so I decided to put them together. And then when I found out Superman was taller than the normal 1/6 scale figure, I think all three of them can go well together. But I'm curious to see how they compare. But first, let's pause. Let me show you Superman next to a normal 1/6 scale figure, and then we'll compare these two guys, because I cannot straighten him up. He's a statue. Spider-Man will not straighten up for me. All right, so we'll be right back. So you can see, even though Robert Downey Jr. has his head in the air, he is still smaller than Superman. Superman is definitely taller than the average 1/6 scale figure. And I knew that when I purchased the figure. I just, it's just interesting to see it. Thank God, though, when you put them on a stand and you have them in a flying position, you really don't notice the size differential between him and other figures. But I do have some larger figures. Ironically, a Kotobukiya figure, larger. Usually they're smaller than 1/6 scale, like I said earlier. And Tony Stark is also taller. So we'll pause now. Since I can't straighten up Spider-Man, it's a statue, but I can straighten up Tony Stark over here. We'll see if they're the same size. We'll be right back. So the mystery is solved. It looks like Tony Stark is slightly larger, but they're fairly close. Let me put them back to back. And let's see what we got here. Just ever so slightly, not much. So they're very compatible with each other. So I think I will end up posing Superman next to Tony Stark and Spider-Man. They're the largest figures I have in my collection, unless I go to quarter scale. So anyway, this is good to know. I'm glad it turned out this way. Well, we've learned something. I've learned something. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. If you have, consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, please have a great day.